Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 3 and 13-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
3 quarters in the books. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 60 yards.
And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after after the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Eckler, they run left side, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Carr to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Carr. Connecting with Renfro.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Carr gets this to Waller, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
17 more yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Throwing his Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's Carr.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Carr to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Carlson on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.